I'll be honest. Be a special moment. No pressure, right? It's all good, though. I've been waiting for this my entire life. And now be ready.
It's time for some hoops at the home of the New York Knicks. We're bringing it to you live on 2K Sports. It's out on the road tomorrow as the Knicks wrap up this home stretch. Well, it's been an improvement this year over last season. They made a lot of adjustments, and happy to see that they translate into some tangible results.
And I think for the Knicks, they've started the season with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. They had a lot of people with doubt headed into the season. And I tell you what, they are out to prove those folks wrong.
And they're doing it, Greg. I know it's still early, but they've already shown they can compete with the best teams in the league.
It'll be the Knicks off the tip. Going with almost an entire new group here. Kevin Seraphin is checked in for Lopez. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Porzingis. Langston Galloway's checked in for Aaron Aflalo. And it's Tony Roten in for Jose Calderon. On the court for the Hornets, Freak, he's in at the point. Tyler Hansbrough out there with Zeller. Then it's Lee, and it's Lamb with the shooting guard position.
It's hard to believe this, but Carmelo feels as if he's been underrated as a superstar to this point in his career, and I'm sure there are a lot of conflicting opinions on that topic.
And so here is New York following the bucket by the Hornets. Here's Roten. He feeds it to O'Quinn. It's rebounded by Charlotte. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
And hard to say whether it was the game plan defensively that let them down or just the inability to really bring the fire on that side of the ball.
And guys, it was a bit befuddling to me as to why they stuck with it. I mean, they dug themselves a hole and couldn't find the tweaks they needed to get out of it.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
And a fast break now for New York. Anthony leading the charge.
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific, and I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And really look for them now to be even more aggressive on the defensive side. Try to come up with a few more steals.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
And that one's good. Anthony's got 7. 59 seconds left in the first. Freak kicks to Lamb. Now here's Freak. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Pass to Zeller. Out to Lee. 4 on the shot clock. And the shot is good.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right? Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Hit by Zeller. And Lamb kicks to Freak. Fires from the wing. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And he's good on the second. Deep 2 from Anthony. No good on the buzzer beater. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. New York ahead. And before the game, we heard from Kemba Walker. He talked about his mentality when he steps out onto the floor.
Play free. You know, just play like playing street ball. Just have fun. Just play the game that you've been playing, you know, forever.
You know, he may be having fun, but I'm not so sure playing. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Lopez. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Porzingis. Anthony's checked in for Aaron Aflalo. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Jose Calderon. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Zeller, who's checked in for Jefferson. Hansbrough comes in for Williams. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And Freak subbed in for Kemba Walker. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Freak in at point guard. Cody Zeller out there with Tyler Hansbrough. Then it's Jeremy Lamb. And it's Kid Gilchrist in at the 3 spot. 1:46 left in the first half. He dishes it to Freak. Taken away by Anthony. Pass to Galloway. 3-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
And Steve Clifford might not be the most famous coach in the NBA, but he has plenty of experience, and everyone in the league knows exactly how well versed he is as a coach.
It's tipped. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. Here's Lamb. Shot is no good. And New York will come the other way. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And you know what? A shame that either team had to lose that game, because you had to be proud of the way they battled in it.
Yeah, I suppose that's right, but it still was heartbreaking to me. You hate to lose in OT, no matter how hard you played. You want to come out on top if you're going to play those extra minutes.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And the Hornets making a change here. Lee's checked in. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Anthony kicks to O'Quinn. Lee against Anthony. There's the screen. Roten with it. 17 points in his last outing. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Roten's got 5 points now this quarter.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we...
You know, Carmelo, after this first half of play, what do you believe the team needs to focus on from here on out?
Okay, good job battling them out there. Let's talk about some crucial areas from the first half. All right, you starters, I expect you guys to be nice and fresh in the second half. Bench really gave us some great production. Nice to see something from everybody out there. We were able to make an impact with our low post offense. Let's continue to exploit those good mismatches in the paint. Okay, one more thing. A smooth flow to the second half is just what we're looking for.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for this. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's Tony Roten in for Aaron Aflalo. Anthony out there with Porzingis. Then there's Kyle O'Quinn. And it's Calderon in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job.
And that one's good. Freak.
Boy, for the Knicks last season, saying it was rough is an understatement. There was a lot of turbulence, and some of it was due to their defense. They just had a difficult time stringing together stops and cutting down opponent scoring chances.
Charlotte making some changes. Lee comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Kemba Walker. Over the Knicks last season, Greg, the defense a problem for them, specifically how they defended against perimeter shots, and in particular the three.
38%, Kevin, of the threes against them went in. That was by far the worst in the league, and it's a big reason why they would end the year with the worst margin of victory in the NBA. How about minus 9.3?
The game now all time. 18 points for Carmelo Anthony.
The shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Now here's Freak. D right on him. It's Lee, top of the key. And here's Freak.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Anthony dishes to Roten. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for him. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
And Clark, those free throws need to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Kevin Seraphin is checked in for Porzingis. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Jose Calderon. And guys, over his first 3 seasons, no question, Jeremy Lamb has been a major disappointment. Clark, his game simply didn't seem to evolve at all over that time.
Well, that's why scouting is an inexact science. You know, he was a major piece in that James Harden trade, Kevin, a few years back, but just hasn't found the traction anticipated for him.
And on the topic of Lamb, he really has everything he needs to succeed. Great length and athleticism. Was an excellent all-around jump shooter in college. For some reason, his game just hasn't translated to the NBA level yet. But I think if he can improve his motor, he's going to have an opportunity to be an impact player for a long time.
Here's Galloway. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Galloway has got his first 3 points of the game.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Lee kicks to Williams. Charlotte moving the ball around. 5 to shoot. Here's Freak. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Here's Lamb. The pass to Zeller. The kick out to Williams. And a wide open look for Freak. Buries the long-range jumper. Freak's got 16. Here's Galloway. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Hornets on top, leading by 4. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the 4th quarter. A terrific game. So for the Knicks, Porzingis comes in for Kyle O'Quinn. And it's Calderon in for Anthony. And then for Charlotte, Williams comes in for Zeller. And Freak subbed in for Walker. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Williams down low at Jefferson. Batum is out there with Freak. And it's Kid Gilchrist in at the small forward position. Roten kicks to Aflalo. Lopez against Jefferson. There's the dish to Roten. New York, no good that time either. Hornets trail by 5. Stops. Pops. Freak passes to Williams. Good. Williams has got 4 this quarter. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hey, guys. Well, Kurt Rambis had some advice for the team in that last break. His advice, clear cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
And the shot from Porzingis. Porzingis has got 10 points in just the second half.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Freak kicks to Batum. Dishes it to Freak. Down low, here's Jefferson. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
It's been a nice game for Jefferson. He has 8 points, and his 2 blocks have given them a lift defensively.
No doubt about it. He's been a rim protector, and it's starting to get into the heads of their opponent.
And both free throws good for Jefferson.
And that makes it a one-possession game, guys. Got to be the biggest free throws of the game thus far.
Left to play here in the fourth. Anthony. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. It's going to be on Freak.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for New York.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
From 18 feet away, nails it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
Lopez, a screen on Kid Gilchrist. It's Anthony with the drive. Out of bounds, Knicks ball as New York takes possession. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And a follow wide open. He shoots. And the wing jumper offline.
And it's still within reach.
But they have to be really close to perfect from here on out. I mean, they have to get their offense right on target, right on point immediately.
Sinks the clutch free throw.
A terrific and one on that one. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball games.
It's our time. It's our time. We are so close to closing this one out. Freak, you're the hot hand. So let's get him the ball.
Seconds left in the fourth. Kid Gilchrist against Anthony. Back to Calderon. All alone. It's in!
Kevin, that was so clutch. Now they really need a defensive stand.
.17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Calderon. Outside, Batum kicks it to Freak. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. So a close game sees New York take this one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
Tremendous work all the way down to the wire. And you're just wondering what would happen next. Major drama, and we saw good.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Jose, congratulations on the win.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Carmelo Anthony. He simply had a dominant third quarter, and it quickly became apparent he wanted to exert his control over the tempo of the game.
Well, this win was really, really needed, and he went out and he got it for him. They lost 2 in a row coming in, and dropping a third straight would have been very, very rough. But he took it upon himself, took it right to the ship, as he always does. Great performance and a great time to deliver.
We've seen so many performances like that over the course of Carmelo Anthony's career that we've gotten spoiled. But we shouldn't fail to appreciate what he has been able to do tonight. He was spectacular. When he doesn't try to do too much, Carmelo Anthony is absolutely lethal. And he had it going tonight.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night. And we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.
What a life, eh, freak? 1 minute you're playing 21 and horse on the courts in Harlem, and the next moment you're in the showroom, configuring the gunmetal and graphite exterior of your luxury car and your iPad mini. Oh, I bet you get a crazy crowd when you drive that car around the block in the old neighborhood, huh?
Yeah, I'm living the dream. Mad pandemonium. But folks from back around the way are real proud of me.
Yeah, I hear you. Local kid makes good. You know, it kind of reminds me of when I took my tech stock public and I rang the New York Stock Exchange bell, and my mom's friends called her up and said, "Maggie, is that your son on Bloomberg News this morning ringing the bell?" And my mom says, "Yes, sirree, Bob, it was him." That was a great moment, freak. And you know, our lives are like a pearl necklace of great moments, all strung together with the finest silk thread of memories. And we have to be very careful how we cultivate those pearls and we thread that necklace.
Does this meeting by any chance have to do with Vic Van Leer?
I grew up in the burbs, freak. I wasn't poor, upper middle class, comfortable. My daddy worked as an accountant for one of the largest insurance firms in the country. Smart with his money. Mom didn't have to work. I went to boarding school. And then my dad died of a heart attack when I was a freshman at MIT. I was a movie geek, wanted to be a civil engineer, but I made my fortune by becoming a hybrid of both those interests. My dad didn't want me to be an accountant. Oh, listen to this. My best friend was a guy named Isidore. Yeah, we called him Izzy. He was one of the smartest human beings I have ever met in my life. I mean, Izzy was taking second-year college calculus courses as a high school sophomore, right? Straight-A student, full ride to MIT. Izzy had the world at his fingertips. But he was always looking for trouble, and trouble found him. He ran with the wrong crowd. And when we got to MIT, he got this great job working for a financial consulting firm in Boston. But every weekend, he would fly to Vegas. You see, Izzy had a system for counting cards in Vegas that had the big casinos on the Strip. Oh, it's stymied. He would come back to MIT with suitcases filled with $200,000 in cold cash.
What?
Yeah.
So your man Izzy was getting hit off like that?
Like a fat rat in a cheddar cheese factory, freak.
Okay, so what happened to this dude Izzy? Because he's dope.
No, not dope. Dead. After he'd been missing for 3 weeks, the Nevada State Police never found hide nor hair of Isidore. And our friendship took a hit when he asked me to hang out with him in Vegas, and I said I wouldn't do it because I knew he was on a dark and twisted path in his life. And yes, he was my dude. But no way was I going to throw my life away trying to show my loyalty to a guy who really and truly didn't understand what loyalty was all about.
So this meeting is about Vic.
Correctamente.
Okay, well, sir, Vic isn't Izzy.
And why's that, freak?
Well, for one thing, you and your dead friend Izzy didn't grow up poor. Me and Vic grew up in a neighborhood where we had to look over our shoulder every 2 seconds to make sure nobody was going to walk up on us and rob us.
True. Izzy and I did not grow up in the hood. But we, like you, thankfully grew up in a 2-parent household. But even that wasn't enough for Izzy. He wasn't satisfied. He was always looking for a 5-alarm fire when he already had the warmth and comfort of a loving family. This is not about class warfare, freak. This is about the consequences of making bad choices and risking it all when you feel like you have nothing to lose.
Vic is like a brother to me, sir.
But you shouldn't be Brother Vic's keeper, freak. Would a brother go looking for trouble and put your career and your livelihood at risk by getting into fights at nightclubs and seedy after-hour joints and then scream to the media, "Yeah, it's all good, I'm an FOF, friendo freak. It's all misunderstanding. Y'all be haters, don't hate my game." I don't think a brother would do that to someone they really cared about, but a guy who looked at you like a meal ticket would.
No. See, you don't understand Vic.
Really? I don't understand.
No.
Look, man, it was a misunderstanding with the guy in the next VIP booth. His honey started flirting with me, so naturally I started flirting back. Next thing I know, Captain Cornball's off my grill piece beefing. Next thing he know, he got a 2-piece and a biscuit on his left eye. Hey, I don't know who hit him. And it damn sure wasn't me. Hey, Captain Cornball's mad because I'm an FOF, friend of freak. Hey, but check this out, though. He needs to train that hottie before he leave the house, though. Yo, he's hot as ain't loyal, man.
What's there to understand? Are you freaking blind? You know, I just want to know, how much did you pay your lawyers to make all this go away?
Almost $100,000.
Excuse me, son, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I said I paid almost $100,000.
Exactly. And if you keep riding shotgun with Vic, you're going to go broke. Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Look, Vic is my friend, and I grew up with him. How many times I got to tell you, sir?
Freak, this is not a request. I am not asking you to do this. I am telling you to do this. And the first order of business is that Mr. Vic Van Leer is banned from traveling with you on the road. Vic is banned from the locker room. And Vic is banned from this arena. And if I catch this guy, Vic, in or anywhere near the facilities, Mr. Vic Van Leer will be arrested for trespassing.
Are you serious, sir?
Brother, I'm as serious as cancer. We all know that can be deadly.
You know, when me and Vic were kids, playing summer tournaments at the Dome, we always imagined making it to the pros, right? And after the crowds left, just a street light was on the court, like 11:30, 12 midnight, even 1 in the morning sometimes. We used to practice player introductions, running on the court, giving dab, high-fiving the teammates. Vic, he would act as an announcer. You know, he would introduce me and announce my name on the loudspeaker, and the Jumbotron would flash my image like a little guy dressed in long shorts and a jersey. And now, fresh off his 3-game, 62-point scoring streak, the youngest player to ever do so in NBA history, Frequency Vibrations. So me and Vic would sit in those empty bleachers at the Dome and dream like nobody's business. And now I'm living a dream. For real. And in so many ways, Vic was part of that.
Please, listen to me. I mean, I know this guy's your dude from way back.
Look, me and Vic go way back like the front seats of a '67 Cadillac.
That's good. We go way back. Did you say front seats?
Front seats of a 67 Cadillac.
We go way back like the front seats of a 67 Cadillac. Well, Jiminy Crickets. I'm going to be the hit once again at Herbie Allen's Sun Valley Shindig because my fellow billionaires love it when I walk and talk that talk.
So that almost sounds...
No, let me tell you exactly what it sounds like. I respect, admire, and most importantly, love you as a human being and a role model. But I pay you a lot. And I mean I pay you a lot of money to play for my team. And I am in this game to win it. And you can't win it with an albatross around your neck like Vic. So Vic is done. History. And here's some more lingo that I picked up from a former megastar who used to play for me several seasons ago. Thought I would never release him until I did. And now he's the sixth man on a struggling team in Venice. And yeah, I'm talking Venice with the canals and the gondolas and Harry's Bar, not the street ballers next to the fortune tellers on the beach in Cali. This guy used to tell me when he thought there was a player destroying our team, don't be a hero, cut that zero. And that is what I am telling you about Vic, freak. Don't be a hero, cut that zero. The only thing Vic brings into your life is headache and unwanted and unnecessary negative attention. And it will begin to affect your mindset. And when it affects your mindset, it's going to affect your play. And when it affects your play, it's going to affect my team. And when it affects my team, it's going to affect my money. And if it affects my money, Google Translate will become your new freaking friend. I want a championship ring, freak, and I want you to help me get that ring. And banners after banners hanging from the rafters in this arena. So, freak, hear me clearly and hear me good. V, G, Vic, gotta go! Handle your business. And remember, that contract you signed contains a morality clause, a very important clause that revolves around your conduct on and off the court, and how it can negatively impact my team. Now, I don't want you to have to learn Italian or Croatian as a second language. And hey, playing pro ball overseas, there's nothing wrong with that. But the arenas are nothing like this, nor will the money be the same. And on top of all of that, this is the U.S. of A., the greatest freaking country in the world. Ask yourself, is Vic worth all that? Think about it. Think long, think wrong.
Tell you about Vic. He has his bad rap. It's not, and I understand some of his judgments might shadow his actual character. He's not that at all. Man, Vic, let me tell you something. We actually, we have love for each other. We're brothers. Blood couldn't make us any closer at all. I mean, he has so much loyalty to me and to my family. You could see even Cece, has issues with him, but he still loves her. He still loves her.